Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for another lesson with our wonderful teacher, the one, the only, the incomparable Jack Stockin. I hope you had a nice weekend. Thanks for choosing to start the week with us, start your Monday with us, getting into the holiday spirit. Guessing you're also hearing the Christmas songs in any store you walk in now, but I'm into it. I'm liking it. We're starting to play it like every morning during breakfast. Some of our favorite Christmas songs. So hope you're all doing well as we head towards the holidays. This should be a good one. This is the bit we don't want to mess up. Yeah, let's do our best today. Hey, Sleepy Shauna. Hey, Julie. Maria, Mary, Beetle, Ella, Ann Mac, everyone else who already said hi in the chat. I know we have some new and newish and returning members of the class, folks who either haven't been with us before or are returning after a bit of a spell. Say hi, let us know. As you can tell, it's a friendly group. We're all learning together. We're all making mistakes together. We're all improving together. Some quicker than others. I need my time, but we're having fun. Can't go wrong if you're having fun. Jump in the chat, respond to Jack's questions, ask Jack questions. Don't be scared if other folks will already know the answers to your questions. If you have any tech trouble, don't leave that in the chat, as it will do a bit of a disservice to everyone else learning in here. We don't want to distract from the learning. But if you're having tech trouble, this is what to do. You could wait a second. Next, try refreshing your web page, or just close this web page and enter the classroom again from the email I sent you or from the members page. And if none of that's working, right above me, it says click here for support. You can jump up and touch it. And if you click on that, you'll get all of our recommendations, our backup links, private live stream. Let me start the recording so that worst case scenario, this lesson will be there for you in the lesson library with Jack's worksheet. I shouldn't get so excited. I got to calm myself down and do featured hands. You can play all the way through. Here we go. All right, the recording is active. I'm calm. I was getting excited. Welcome back to the class, everyone watching by replay. Sad you can be with us live, but maybe next week. If you have any questions about today's lesson, go ahead, leave them for Jack on the class page. We'll all keep learning together there. Let's get to it, shall we? Mike and Irene are here. Is that Melissa, Charlie, and everyone watching by replay? I hope you all will join me in a warm virtual welcome for our teacher. Let's call him up to the stage. Clap however you want to. Here he comes. Hey there, Jack.
Morning, Bashir.
Happy Monday.
All good?
Yep.
Happy
all
Mondays.
good. There
Yes,
we go. Look at our tech savvy class. They're just wonderful.
And can we say hello to another double act? We've got Mike and Irene have joined from Edinburgh.
Thank you so much for being with us, Mike and Irene. Greetings to you in Edinburgh. Maybe the most magical city I think I've ever visited.
Really? Gosh.
I felt like I was stepping into a Harry Potter novel. I mean, it just, our castles in America are fast food joints to step out of the train station and see the real deal.
And listen, Bashir, more good news coming. I've been working hard on the Landy lesson, and that's going to be in production for next week, next Monday.
All right, guys, you heard that. So folks watching by replay, maybe make a special effort. Come join us live next Monday, regular time and place.
It's the first time I've ever taught Landy, Bashir, online or face-to-face. I've never taught it before, so I've been busy creating worksheets, some interesting hands for you, for the students. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Wonderful. Well, we'll all do our best to prepare for that, and we'll look forward to that. One last quick thing before we jump into the lesson, Jack. As you know, you and I have talked about it. The new beginners who have been learning, what lesson are they on? Maybe lesson 8 or so?
8 or so, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there. So they will start playing online together for the first time on BBO. Now, some of you will even remember this process. we do our best to help folks out with some recommendations about getting started playing online. Of course, BBO can be a bit, a little bit of a scary or intimidating place as you get started. So we'd like to ask you all, keep an eye out for the new LBO beginners. If you start to see them, you could check in with them. If you'd be willing to sit with them, and play with a beginner. We were all beginners once. We've all played with more experienced players who helped us out. So in the next week or two, Jack, am I right? It'll either be this week or the next week that they start?
Yeah. And they'll be starting at the normal time. So Thursdays at 2:00 in the afternoon, Monday evenings at 7. Yeah. So keep a lookout for them. Yeah. Thank you for that, Bridget. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
And I, if I remember right, I think we recommend to the beginners and beginner-friendly tables to put LBO beginner in a title description for that table. So keep an eye out for that. And if you'd be willing to host a beginner-friendly table, please add that to a table when you start it on BBO.
Yes, and we know that we got Shauna's email for the WhatsApp group as well, which we'll get them into in due course.
Thank you, Shauna. And thank you, Jack. Let's get started. We talked a lot, so I'll hand it over to you.
See you on the other side. There we go. It's Responders Rebid. Yes, warm welcome if you're watching in replay as well. It is the most difficult bit in bridge. I always say that because if you get it right, you will probably end up in the right contract. If you get it wrong, you'll end up in the wrong contract. It's quite simple. And there is a contract, look, for you. Okay, let's get straight down to business. What is the rebid? So we're playing Akol. So when North opened one heart, they're just promising 4 cards. You, as responder, have bid 1 spade, your 11 points. What is your rebid now after North has bid 2 diamonds? Eater's first up. So North's bid hearts and knives. What's the rebid from South? And I did say it was tricky because not so many right answers coming in, but that's a good thing because it means you're in the right place. So we're definitely going to learn from this. I'm going to give you your first get out of jail free, some of you. That's fine, Gina B. You're not really late. We've only just started. There's your first get out of jail free of the day. I think you should be supporting hearts because listen, North has shown you 5, 4 by bidding hearts, then diamonds. So you do have a fit. So your first priority is to support partners' hearts. But do you bid 2 hearts or do you jump to 3 hearts? Elaine's thinking 3, as is Verona, Christine Lewis. Yeah, I think we're all on the same page now. You must jump to 3 hearts. Shows precisely 3 card support. It won't be 5. Sorry, it won't be 4 card support because you would have supported straight away. And 10 to 12 points. Is it what we call a limit bid? Yeah, an invitation to game. Good and well done if you bid 3 hearts first time round. There were quite a lot of people bidding 2 no trumps there. No, that would deny a heart fit. Morning, Jill Walker, Cynthia T, Pauline, Ella, Linda Grant. They're all bidding 3 hearts. There you go. There's responders support line. Just to remind you, 2 hearts there, 6 to 9 points. 3 hearts, 10 to 12. And jump to game with 13 plus. Here's another one for you. Same auction, but this time you've only got 8 points. And 2 hearts. What's your best bid here? Two hearts seems to be the almost universal vote here. It is known as false preference in the trade. Yes, Eater, because you actually prefer diamonds, but partner shown 5 and 4. It's better to go back to 2 hearts here, isn't it? Yeah. Also, it means that by bidding again, it does mean that North gets another bid. Opener could be as strong as 18 points, by the way. You know, when they bid 2 diamonds here, wouldn't be 19. 19 or more, they jump to 3 diamonds, game forcing. Let's go on to our first hand on BBO. South opens a heart. Anything for West, by the way, they've got 14 points. 5-2 is preferable to 3-4, Elaine's wondering. Mainly, Elaine, because you've got more trump control if you're 5 and 2. If you play in a 4-3 fit, one of the opponents will normally have as many trumps as you, because they'll divide 4-2. But 5-2, you've got more control because you've got longer trumps than the opposition in Declarer's hand. Oh, hello, Fluffing. Are you new, Fluffing? I've never seen a Fluffing before in the chat box. We've had a Smarty. Yes, double. Yeah, textbook double, short in hearts. I'm loving the name Fluffing as well, Sarah M. I'm intrigued. South rebids 2 diamonds. And what does North do with their 7 points, if anything? Morning, Peter A, Miriam L, Sarah M, yes. Sally AD. Oz Sandy. Not to be confused with the UK Sandy. Actually, Manjit said she was going to rejoin today. Where's Manjit? Maybe she's watching in replay. Said she was going to rejoin the class after an absence. Yeah, well done. Just a preference here. Jack's favourite lead. Ace from Ace King. Thank you, partner, for the dummy. And I'm just thinking whether to draw trumps or not. We'll come on to that in a second. East signals with the 2. And what would you do next as West? So be honest. Try just to look at the dummy, not your partner's hand or my hand. So if you were West and you can look at the dummy, what would you honestly do now at the table, having led the Ace of Clubs? Because you're an honest bunch, I know you are. Would you continue with the King of Clubs? Yeah, be honest. What would you do if you're watching in replay? Oh, but we love the name Fluffing. Can you keep it, Margaret? Are you new, Margaret, as well? Definitely. But we love the name Fluffing. Can you keep it, please? Any other newcomers say hello? Oh, you've been here for at least a year. Oh, I see. Under the name Margaret, I'm with you. Well, a lot of players, I'll tell you what they would do at club level. I know what they would do, you know, at my club in the afternoon. So this is wrong. They continue with the king, look. But that is the wrong thing to do because you've just set up the Queen of Clubs for Declarer. You've just given them an extra trick. So that signal of the 2 basically meant that they don't, high encouraging, low discouraging. They don't have the Queen of Clubs, and nor do they have a doubleton. I would personally switch to the Jack of Spades here. I would. I think a diamond is the weaker suit, but it's creating a void in dummy. So that's the reason why I wouldn't play a diamond here. And I wouldn't play a trump from Queen 9. It's just too dangerous because you might hope to make the Queen of Hearts. Vivian, better late than never. Right, so here's the decision. Do you think we should play the ace of spades here or the queen? Got singleton in our own hand. So clearly we don't need to lose a spade. Yes, good point, Eta in Ireland. I think you're in Dublin, actually, Eta. Forget me if I'm wrong. But look at the bidding, everyone. You can bring up the bidding on BBO. You can't do this in face-to-face bridge or on real bridge. You can on BBO. Brings up the auction for you. West doubled. So for that reason, I think we can play the queen, knowing that it's most likely to win the trick. Good. Well done. Well done if you thought the queen first time round. A number of you played the ace of spades. Almost certainly got the king. I'd be surprised if they didn't have it. What card do we play from dummy next, everyone? There'll be a few of you who have just joined who aren't using the chat box. That's fine. Just getting the hang of things. Morning, Jane. Julie G. Oh, Smarty's with us. Evelyn. I like the name Smarty. I used to love Smarties when I was a kid. Well, hang on a sec. Why don't we play the ace of spades? Is that not a good idea? Because we haven't got many entries to dummy. And throw away the ace of clubs. Yeah, known as this technique as discarding a certain loser before drawing trumps. Good. Now we can play the diamond to create the void in dummy. Quite an interesting hand this actually for a 2-heart pass score. Do we win with the ace or do we duck? Got an interesting day. So I'm playing bridge this afternoon at Harrogate Bridge Club and then off to a carol service at 6 o'clock. Should be nice at Ripon Cathedral in aid of Macmillan charity. Yes, Macmillan Cancer Research. Hang on a second. There's the clue. Slam Duck saying good morning to you. Yeah, better to duck to retain communication. There's no rush to play clubs now, so they would switch to a trump. I think we better win with the ace. Otherwise, West wins with the queen and returns a trump. We've got no trumps left in dummy. Now we can play the ace of diamonds. Rougher diamond in dummy. Come back to hand. It won't give us an extra trick, but it gets us back to hand. And we continue with our drawing of the trumps. That diamond better hang on to. I think we're just going to make 8 tricks here then. And, ooh, we just make it with a 6 of hearts. 110. A very well-earned 110. It would be the top score. Well, it'd be a good score. You never know what's going to be the top score when you play duplicate, do you? It's always someone going for 800. Not always. Interesting hand, wasn't it? Good defense. Really good defense, playing the ace of clubs and switching. That was the main part of the defense. A lot of club players just continue blindly with the king of clubs there. So well done if you switched. Good. Okay, let's move on. Back to the classroom. When open is shown 5-4 by bidding 2 suits, respondents can show preference by going back to opener's first suit. with just 2 cards, just like this hand here. It's the weakest thing that responder can do. What about this hand though? 1 heart by North, you've bid 1 spade. 1 no trump would deny a 4-card major. I've come back 2 diamonds. Over to you. What's your best bid here now, do you think? Quite awkward, isn't it? For those who've just joined, of course, you have access to the replay library. All the lessons I've done in the last 6 months are recorded. You can certainly catch up on the 3 winning tactics at duplicate lessons that I've been doing over the last month or 2. The next one of those is coming up in a few weeks' time, the final one. So 2 diamonds here is what we would call as teachers 95% forcing. So they might have 17, 18 points, but you are allowed to pass. There you go. So with just 6 points, singleton in partner's first suit, and a rubbish hand, best to lead partner in 2 diamonds here. Okay, here's a bonus mark for the more experienced. If I was on lead as West, what would I lead? I know you can't see my hand, but just in principle, if I was West, listening to this auction, what would I lead? Bonus mark. So I'm excited about landing next week. Always nice to teach a brand new lesson. I think I'll treat you to another convention in the new year as well. We'll talk about that later. I would lead without even looking at my cards. Hang on, where are my cards? Yeah. I wouldn't really need to look at my cards because my lead would be automatic. Well done if you led a trump here. Yeah. It's pretty much automatic to lead a trump on this auction. Any experienced player would. Yeah. Because you listen to the auction. Basically, to pass, South has almost certainly got this type of hand. A singleton in partner's first suit and 3 cards in their diamonds. So if you lead a diamond, a trump, you are taking the diamonds off the table. And declarer can't ruff hearts. Because declarer is going to try and ruff as many hearts as they can on dummy. So if you lead a trump, then you're going to, be halfway to thwarting that plan. So very well done if you fished out a diamond. Is for the more experienced out there. I know clubs at the unbid suit, but here just calls out for a trump lead. Just because of the auction. Right, so well done if you got the bonus mark. This is interesting. 1 spade, you've correctly bid 1 no trump with only 7 points, despite your singleton. Dustbin. I've come back 2 diamonds. Over to you as South. Yeah, it's good to have a bonus mark there. Morning, Fred, KTP, Janie, Victoria, Mary H. Valerie is with us. Rosemary, Robert and Sue are our original double act, I think. Melissa. I think it's the Melissa who plays with Gerald sometimes on our rich weekends and holidays. Mike and Irene, our newfound double act. Yes, you're all bidding 2 hearts here. Yes, one day I might get to meet you, Melissa. Here we go. Nikki K, Christine Lewis, yep. Maggie, Julia Q, Margarita, part of our many originals. So here, on this rare occasion, everyone, you can actually bid 2 hearts. Yeah. So this would show a 6-card suit and around 6 or 7 points. And North will normally pass, unless very strong, 17 plus. Okay. So, but this to bid a 1 no trump dustbin, and then bid your own suit in bridge. Shows a 6-card suit at around 6 or 7 points. Yeah, if you only had a 5-card suit match, you'd pass or go back to spades. Okie cokes. Here's another one for you. A responder's read. Different auction here. 1 diamond, you've gone a heart, I bid a spade. Showing 5 diamonds and 4 spades. What next for you with your 8 points? Yes, do remember that for newcomers, we have BBO every week at Thursdays at 2 o'clock and Mondays at 7 o'clock in the evening. And if you're interested in joining the BBO group, Shauna is in charge of the WhatsApp. I can give you her email. Morning, Stuart. Stuart, I believe. If it's the right Stuart, he's local to me in Harrogate. Charlie from Sheffield. You're all bidding Grant. 1 no trump. Margarita, yeah. Well done. Yeah, you can bid a dustbin second time round. Still shows 6 to 9 points. And by inference, a stop in the unbid suit, which here is clubs. Good, well done, Ella. All those who bid 1 no trump. 2 spades here would show 4-card support. Yeah, if South was to bid 2 spades, it would show 4-card support. Don't worry if you got it wrong. That's the whole idea of the chat box, is to get the answers wrong. Here's another situation. Similar auction. Oh, no, sorry, similar auction from the first one we had a while ago. What's your best bid here with 11 points? Responders rebid. Nearly always better to offer the suit first time round here. The bidding should never go 1 heart past 2 no trump straight away, unless you're using it as a convention. Oh, Graham and Carol, there's our second double act, look. Oh, we've got 3 double acts this morning. How exciting. Graham and Carol, Robert and Sue, Mike and Irene. It's catching. Yes, let's not waste too much time. 2 no trumps, 10 to 12. Normally a stopper in the unbid suit. Wouldn't say always. Morning, Linda. TJ's in London. Let's go on to hand 2. Doesn't have to be balanced, Sarah M. No, that 2 no trump rebid can be unbalanced. Could be 5, 4, 2, 2. It's just a point count, really. 1 spade by North. South just bids 2 clubs, showing 10 or more points. And what's South's rebid here? Yeah, I would sometimes bid 2 no trumps with a singleton in partner's first suit, Philippa, yes. So the 2 no trump bid there, similar to a 1 no trump dustbin, Philippa, and others, and Sarah M. Just 10 to 12. It could be a singleton, it could be unbalanced. Again, it's more of a point count than showing a balanced hand. What do we bid with the South hand? Choose between 2 no trumps and 3 hearts. 1 is right. 1 is wrong. Don't let it ruin your day if you give the wrong answer. What do you think you're watching in replay? Doing 3 hearts here or 2 no trump? Let's have a look. Well, a lot of 3 heart bids coming in here, actually. No. Partner showing 5 spades and 4 hearts. To bid 3 hearts here, you would need to have 4-card support. I'm glad quite a lot of you bid 3 hearts because you'll learn from that mistake. Yeah. 2 no trump here is perfect. 10 to 12 with a stopper in diamonds. Yeah, no, don't be sad. You should actually be happy if you made the mistake, because much better to make the mistake here in the classroom than when you're playing bridge in the real world. Okay, and North races to 3. Good. We'll never play too quickly at trick one. You know that's one of my favourite expressions in bridge. I can be guilty of that myself. Counting certain tricks is a good one. I've done it. Always good to do that because it does set you off on the right tone, doesn't it? Because no trumps are harder to play than trump contracts. We've got 6, Peter, correct. So extras clearly in spades. Might be an extra of hearts divide 3. I'd be saying to myself. What else am I saying to myself? Rule of 11. That's not really helping me. Victoria doesn't agree with 6. Victoria, you've got 3 heart winners, ace of spades, and 3 heart winners, ace of spades, ace of clubs, ace of diamonds. Now, second dilemma is what card to play from dummy at trick 1. Do we put the jack of diamonds on or the 6? What do you think? Which is best? And it won't help you to look at the east-west cards. Oh, okay, Victoria, well, that's your choice. Some do find no trumps easier. The reason we're playing the jack is that West could easily have been leading from 5 to the king-queen, in which case the jack and diamonds will win the trick. Cover the honor with the honor. Doesn't help us here, but it could have done. Do we cover with the ace? Morning, Jill Walker. Looking forward to seeing you on one of our holidays next year. Again. Yeah, I think we all know to duck that. Duck again. Okay, what does West do next, having won the 10 of diamonds? So West has won the 10. Notice, yeah, what does West do next? Interesting. Do we play the king of diamonds flush out the ace, or any diamond actually, or do we switch to a club? Well, I think most club players would continue with the diamond, so that's what we're going to do. But can we I'll discuss the switch to the club later at the end. Let's throw the jack of clubs. And what card do we play next, everyone? Having won the ace of diamonds. This hand is available in replay. It's an interesting hand, actually. So having won the ace of diamonds, what does De Clara play next to South? No, it's South who's playing, not East or West. Well, remember, in no trumps, we count certain tricks, we look for the extras, and then crucially, we go for the extras first. We must establish the spade suit. And what do I call 5-card suits? Just a quick reminder for newcomers. What do I call 5-card suits when I teach bridge? It's going to be like 50 replies now. Yes, it is gold dust. Well done. And this is why you duck in no trumps, you see. Some of you might not realize why. You've exhausted east of diamonds, so they can't return a diamond. Probably best to play a club, take out the ace. Back to hand. To repeat the spade finesse. We'd be very unlucky if both king and queen were with these. Cash the ace of spades. Let's keep our hearts. Cash the 6 of spades. What does East throw now? Heart or a club, everyone? I do like those two words, gold dust. Yes, they have to throw a club. Keep the same length as dummy. Otherwise, they give us a trick in hearts. They have to throw a club. Keeping same length as dummy, Sarah M. Right. What does East do now? On the final spade. They cry, Sleepy Shauna. Yes, East cries because East has been squeezed. Ooh, animated caption. Squeezed. Oh, let's do a better one. That's more like a squeeze, yeah. Okay. Yeah, they have to throw the king of clubs, hoping maybe the partner had the 10. But now you see, the 10 of clubs is a winner. We've squeezed, and we're going to make 10 tricks, actually, aren't we? On the squeeze. That would be the top result, I'm pretty sure. 10 tricks. Very interestingly, and give yourself a bonus mark, if halfway through the hand, you switch to the 8 of clubs, because that would defeat the contract by 1. So very well done. If you defeated if you're halfway through, when West was on lead with the 10 of diamonds, they switched to a club. Peter A's just seen that. Do you see? There's actually no point playing another diamond. Do you know why? I mean, most of you played the king of diamonds. I think many club players would. But there's no point because you've got no entry back to the diamonds. You're never going to get back in again. The queen of spades is never going to be an entry to West's hand. So it's important to try and get those club tricks in. I don't have any lessons on squeezes, Rosemary. Maybe sometime next year, but they are like the hardest thing to do in bridge. They give people serious headaches. But you can have a look online, Rosemary. Squeezes at bridge. There'll be plenty of information if you search online. Squeezes at bridge. Let's go back to the classroom. We're going to go on a little bit longer today because we were chatting quite a long time. Yeah, responders rebid. 1 no trump is 6 to 9 points. 2 no trumps is 10 to 12. 3 no trumps 13 plus. But of course, we always try and bid a suit first when responding. A suit first for 4 no trumps. So yes, what would you do with this one here, do you think? After I've opened the heart and bid 2 diamonds, you've got 10 points. What's your best bid here, do you think? Yeah, it's difficult to find that club switch on that last hand, by the way. But I just don't think there's any point continuing diamonds because, you had no entry to the hand. So we did talk about this just now. It's 2 no trump, yeah. As I said to you earlier, it's just a point count. It doesn't have to be balanced. 3 clubs will be game forcing here, Peter. Yes, full suit forcing. Oh, Manjit's here. Say hello to Manjit. She's come back after a while. Used to be a loyal member of our class, had a sabbatical, but is now back with us. It's brought a smile to my face. Here's another one. What might you do here? No, Julia Q, 2 no trump is only 11 to 12 if I open 1 no trump. Yeah, and you bid 2 no trumps, then it's 11 to 12. Always nice to have old friends back in the classroom. Now, what's your best bid here, do you think? You've got 16 points. I've jumped to 3 hearts, haven't I? I'm definitely going looking for slam. If partner's got 16 plus points, which they're showing, and we've got 16, we're in the slam zone. So well done for going 4 no trumps. Most of you did. 4 hearts would be a sign off. Partner would never bid again. Good. So 4 no trumps. I'm definitely looking for 6 hearts here. I'm probably going to play this hand in 6 no trumps if I'm playing duplicate, by the way. Yeah, almost certainly I'll play it in 6 no trumps to get the top score, hopefully. Let's play hand 3 on BBO. A really important lesson, this one, responders rebid, because it does come up a lot. 18 points is 1 club. 1 diamond. 2 no trump is the rebid. I would play traditionally, this is 17, 18. What next for North with their 15 count? Yes, I haven't actually created the slides yet for Landy, so that's my job this week. It does take quite a long time to create a new lesson. You've got to create the worksheet from scratch. I've just done that. Then you have to find the set hands, create those to play on BBO. And then the biggest job of all probably is to create the PowerPoint slides in the classroom. But once it's done, it's done. Yes, South will be balanced, Philippa, here. 17, 18, yes. Good. I think there's a sniff of a slam here. So 4 no trump. And what next for South as opener with their 18 points? Morning, Maria. Well, is this Blackwood or is it quantitative? Well, whenever 4 no trumps is preceded by no trumps, it's quantitative, not Blackwood asking for aces. So it's saying one of 2 things. Yeah. Pass if you're minimum, bid 6 no trumps if you're maximum. And what would be the opening lead? Are you going to lead? Yes, well, what opening lead would you make as West? Tony D, good morning. Jane H, Victoria. Some of you mistook it as Blackwood. No, it's only Blackwood when you've agreed a suit. If 4 no trumps is preceded by no trumps, it's quantitative. Just like 1 no trump, 4 no trumps. Now, some of you are being a bit naughty. I could be revving up the bus for Bridge Prison for you for leading a diamond. Diamonds have been bid by the opposition. I would choose between a heart and a spade because clubs and diamonds have been bid by the oppo. 2 of hearts, or which spade would you lead? Remember, and I have done a lesson on this in the past, I think it's called tricky opening leads. You make a very safe lead against 6 no trumps. Sue Shears, correct. Well done, Sue. Beat me to passive lead against 6 no trumps. You don't lead from an honor. I know 3 is the middle one, but actually 7 is high for hate. Yeah, it doesn't matter so much in no trumps about going middle up down mud. Okay? Because you don't have a trump suit. I would lead the 7 of spades here. High for hate. But well done, we found the spade lead. The 3 doesn't make much difference. But I would avoid a heart lead here. As it happens, a heart lead gives nothing away. But it could do if Declara had, say, ace, king, queen, 10 or something. Yeah, it's just dangerous to lead from an honor. Lead from 3 small cards, 4 small cards, etc. Okay, counting certain tricks. Peter's very good at counting certain tricks. That's his forte. Correct. So Ooh, Dulcie's with us. Morning, Dulcie. Yeah, there are 10. Clearly, they're coming from the gold dust, which is diamonds. Which card do we play next? Peter is an experienced bridge player, Sarah M. Yes, no, you're right. Certainly one of our more experienced players in the classroom. Well spotted. Now, what card do we play specifically? Peter is one of the few, Sarah M, who had original lessons with me here in Harrogate, face to face. It's a few. B, of course, as well, and loads others, actually, but yeah, not so many. B was also one of our loyal, used to have lessons with me in Harrogate in the Palm Court Cafe. Philippa too, yes. Margaret and Alan over in Helmsley. Oh, a long time ago for Philippa. What are we playing? Are we playing a diamond? Of course we are. And Julia, yes. Julia remembers the chocolate cake. And Scotty. Yeah, there are quite a few of you dotted around. Stuart and Anne. Now, back to business. Let's focus. No more thoughts of chocolate cake and Yorkshire tea. Which diamond are we going to put in from the dummy? Shall we go deep undercover and put in the 9 or the 8? Yes, well done. We're finessing the king, the queen, but crucially, the 10 of diamonds as well. Good. Good move. Always be right, really, with ace, jack, 9 opposite 3 little ones, or 2 little ones to put in the 9. Spade comes back. And another diamond, of course. Which one do we put in this time? It's like extracting teeth, isn't it, for poor old West? Hopefully less painful. It's a perfect lesson for bridge, isn't it? Very grey and damp out here. It's probably the same way you are, mostly, I imagine. So yes, we should put in the 8. Again, finessing the king and the 10, yeah. You'd be unlucky if both the king and queen of diamonds were with East. Back to hand again. This time to the knave. Ace of club. Oh, sorry. Oh, hang on. Ace of diamonds. And the 2 of diamonds. Yeah, they're all winners now. We got loads of winners. In fact, we got so many I'm going to claim. So a bit shorter time. There we go. And actually, it's more like 1440. 1,440. The key thing there was that deep finesse of the diamond. When this hand was played face to face in Harrogate with the chocolate cake and tea, 70% of people went down. They didn't do the deep finesse. So most did not take the deep finesse. They played to the jack of diamonds and they had to lose 2 diamond tricks. Well done. The gold dust strikes again, Victoria. Correct. Let's go back to the classroom. Okay, slightly different situation this time. I've opened a heart. You bid 1 spade. We've got 11 points. 2 clubs by me. What next for you as South? I do make them look easy, Julie. Yeah, they aren't. It's remarkable. It's so much harder at the table. You know, you've never seen the hand before. There's 3 real players around you. There's pressure. You can only lose 1 trick in a slam. What number of spades do we bid, Fluffing? I just like that name, Fluffing. Please keep it, Margaret. Don't change it back, will you? Also rhymes with roughing. Talking of which, Ruff never really gets much of a look in these days, but Ruff would just like to say hello. That's Ruff the dog. Yeah, he likes to say hello too. Good boy. Wookies. I do miss having a dog, but I still get to walk the family dogs every now and again, like at the weekend. I took them on their walks. Fluffing is the name of a cat. It's a great name for a cat. Now, are we bidding 2 spades or 3 spades? Place your bets. Should we look at the right answer? It's 3 spades. Common mistake from improvers bidding 2 spades here. That only does show a 6-card suit, but only 6 to 9 points. This is a very common mistake. So if you got this one wrong, no bridge prison or anything like that, no. I do know that it's a grey area. Okay. That's why this lesson is so useful. And this is a bid very much that players do forget. Let's play hand 4 on BBO. Wonder what this one's going to be about. I have a suspicion what it might be. It's a 1 club opener. One heart response. 1 spade. Okay, responders rebid. What next for South with their 10 points, do you think? Peter A says, well, if only had 5 spades with 10 to 12 points, we'd bid 2 now. Yes, I would, Peter, yeah. Yeah, definitely repeating to the 3 level would always show a 6-card suit, jumping. Nearly always would at the 2 level as well, Peter. Occasionally at duplicate pairs, I do a cheeky 2 spades on 5 cards, if they're good ones. I think quite a few, not I think, I know quite a lot of you learn from your mistakes. And the mistake was to bid 3 hearts. So, sorry, the mistake was to have bid 2 hearts. So 3 hearts shows 10 to 12. If you only bid 2 hearts on this hand, North would pass. Yeah, name your 6 to 9 weeks. So 10 to 12, North can now raise to game, of course. Okay. And the opening lead is what? Just practice the opening lead for a second. Let's not forget the improvers. Wednesday at 11 this week. Oh, they're having a lesson on forcing bids, part 1. It's one we did a few months ago. I'm not sure when you last did it, but yeah, if you're rusty on forcing bids, come and join us at 11 on Wednesday morning with the improvers. Yeah, always a useful bid that to know which bids are forcing and which aren't. Right. Well, in terms just deciding whether to draw trumps. Losers first of all. Quite tricky to count on this hand. Maybe 5. And then interpret the opening lead. Shouldn't take long. Which card are we going to play from dummy, everyone? By the way, the lead of a 9 in bridge can only be a singleton or a doubleton. Specifically, the lead of a 9. So we're putting on the ace. And which card from dummy next? Having just won the ace of clubs. Graham and Carol. Oh, Beetle's with us. Hi, Beetle. Janie, Vivian. Which card precise? So basically, my thoughts normally when playing a trump contract are whether to draw the trumps or not. So we're on the dummy, by the way, everyone. We're not in declare time. We are on the dummy, denoted by the gold bar here. Look, just to be clear, the gold bar always tells you where you're playing from. Hang on a second. The main time when we don't draw trumps is when we can create a void on dummy. So you look for a suit that is longer in your own hand. Look at these diamonds, king 9-7, than the dummy. If so, create that void and dummy. Play the higher card first, the ace. Not a huge amount if you played the ace of diamonds. No. Remember, it's the higher card from the shorter holding. I wouldn't bother covering. Yeah, otherwise the suit might get blocked. Good. We've made an extra trick. What card do we play next from the dummy? So that crucially is an extra trick, everyone. For those of you who are drawing trumps, you'd have to lose a diamond later on. But yeah, it's the most important time when we don't draw trumps and the most lucrative trumping on the dummy. Let's draw some trumps, shall we? And which one do we play to? Ace, queen, or 10? Well, with ace, queen, 10 combo, it'll always be better to play the 10, Charlie and Ella. Yes, well done. Linda, Miriam, all playing to the 10. Loses to the king. Let's say they come back a diamond. So now we can draw the rest of the trumps. Like this. Jack of spades. Would you cover with the queen if you were west? Or would you play low? Would you cover with the queen? Place your bets, answer yes or no. Normally cover an honor with an honor. But look at the dummy, there's king 10-9 there. Are you going to promote a card for your partner? You're not. I would play low smoothly. Okay? No point covering when you see king 10-9 in dummy. East had better cash their king before it's too late. But we're on the home straight now. We're going to make the rest of the tricks. Yeah. We're going to make our contract. Lots of winners now. Yeah, really important to take that diamond ruff before drawing trumps, and then playing a heart to the 10 was the key move there. So well done if you did that. An instructive hand in the bidding and the play. Back to the classroom. There you go. So that's the rebid of your 6-card suit. 2 spades here would just show 6-9. Jumping to 3 spades, 10 to 12 points. Watch out for that one, because a lot of improvers get that wrong. Let's have some addendums just to finish off. What would you do with this one here? Quite awkward. You've got 10 points. Got a heart, you bid a spade, partner's come back 2 clubs. What do you think you might do there? If anything, 11 points. You're watching in replay how you're getting on with this lesson. Really useful one. I think certainly one of the more useful ones, Respondus Rebid, just because it comes up a lot, you know, on grounds of frequency. What do you think? It's quite awkward, isn't it? Jack's mum's not with us this morning. She sends her apologies. She's teaching bridge in Cornwall this week, of all places. Well, I think the live chat box have done well, because I would bid 2 no trump here. I would call it the best of a bad job. I prefer to have a stopper in diamonds, but it's not essential. The opponents haven't bid diamonds. And I prefer that to bidding 2 spades on 5 to the king jack. Careful what you say, Sleepy Shauna. But I know what you mean, yeah. 2 no trump here. It's the best of a bad. I don't really want to bid 3 clubs with only 3 card support. And it tells part of my point count. It's quite useful, 10 to 12. Yes, here's another addendum. I've rebid one no trump, 15-16. You're sitting there with 18 points. What's your BISPED there? No, you're too strong for false preference, Magic. False preference would only ever happen at the 2 level, just to be clear. Yeah. You know, a partner gives you a choice at the 2 level. Well, occasionally it might happen at 3 level, but yeah, no, 2 no trump is better. So what are we bidding here, everyone? 18 points. Remember the rhyme, 33 for 6 NT. Maybe that will help you. If you're watching in replay, are you going to bid 4 no trumps or 6 no trumps? Eileen's in York. Yes, Eileen, another of my students, used to come to Harrogate. Six no trumps. You know you've got the 33. 4 no trumps would only be an invitation and partner could pass, showing about 17 points. Yeah, so with 18, you know you've got the 33. You bid straight to 6 no trumps. You mustn't muck around. Okay, so if you remember 3 things today, when opener shows 5-4, show a preference to open his first suit with just 2 cards. Response of 2 no trump is a point count showing 10-12. Sometimes you may not have a stopper in the unbid suit. It's not essential. And finally, with a 6 card suit, remember to jump to the 3 level to show 10-12 points. Yeah, as your rebid. That's a common mistake. Well, 10:32, we've caught up a bit of time. It is the end of the show for this week. Ooh, take a deep breath.
Well done, Jack. Thank you so much for another fun lesson. And everyone, especially folks with us live. Jack, we have some good lessons to look forward to Wednesday and on Monday.
Yes, I was just saying, Bijay, well, next Monday we've got Landy, as I talked about, the defense to 1 no trumps. That's really exciting. Wednesday, everyone's welcome to come along to the Improvers at 11. We're doing Forcing Bids Part 1.
Very good. Everyone can see how much you remember from our recent fundraiser.
Yes, that's of course we did at the fundraiser, didn't we? Back in beginning of September. So yeah, but it's a really useful lesson. Many bridge players are not sure when to jump or when a bid is forcing or when it's not forcing or is it forcing for 1 round. So yeah, that'll be a good one on Wednesday morning. And then yes, we've got the Landy coming up and yeah, lots to look forward to.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, everyone. Go ahead.
And then we got the final lesson of my duplicate strategy at pairs coming up in a few weeks' time. Yes, that'll be on saving and doubling.
So yep, we'll look forward to that. And early heads up as well. We will be, and we'll let folks know, but we'll be planning on a Christmassy holiday party at some point. So get ready for that, everyone. You'll have to, start exercising that holiday spirit, which we're all starting to build up.
Oh yes, Bashir, the Christmas party is a highlight of my online year.
Absolutely, for all of us.
Yes, so we'll have a fun. Yeah, that's coming up quite soon. But yeah, getting ready for that, and obviously I'll be dressing to impress. Hopefully. Very
good, Jack. You and I, of course, will both stop shaving so that we can grow out nice Santa beards in time for that.
Of course, yes, that'll be happening sometime soon.
All right, we'll see how they come.
Oh, I will tell Victoria wants to know when the Christmas party is. I can tell her it's the 23rd of December, Victoria. Yeah, we've already made a date, haven't we, Bajir?
We have. It should be fun.
So make sure you get your outfit organized, Vivian. Dress to impress. Sorry, Victoria, I was talking to. Yeah. So 23rd of December, which is a Monday, that'll be the Christmas party.
Wear your Santa hats or whatever holiday gear you would like to wear. All holidays welcome, of course.
Yes. Jane H., what time is Wednesday's lesson, please? Just to say, Jane, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, UK time. The Improvers is always at 11 on a Wednesday for newcomers. And also newcomers, I just said to them, Bashir, they're welcome to come and join in on BBO. On our online bridge playing community there. So I know Shauna's in charge of the WhatsApp group, if anyone's interested in that. Generally Thursdays at 2, Mondays at 7, but they play at other times as well. I would like to ask how many times they play. I think some are really addicted, Bashir. I think some of them are playing 5 times a week.
It happens. It happens. Just a quick reminder for folks interested in joining in with the improver lessons. It's included in the membership. No need to, start another membership, a duplicate membership for that. Just enter the virtual classroom a little bit before 11 a.m. UK time on Wednesday. That's all. You enter the classroom just as you do for these Monday lessons, and you'll see the folks there gathering and getting ready.
Good, Bashir. Well, another nice, fun lesson wrapped up. I'll let you go now because I know it's dinner time for you soon. Is that right?
Yep, just about. Time to head on downstairs and join the family.
I hope you got some nice sushi on the go.
We'll see. I think it's pasta tonight, but we had some sushi over the weekend. We made sushi over the weekend. That was fun.
Well, someone was telling me about a Japanese restaurant in Harrogate called Domo, which I've never been to. But I'm not a great fan of sushi, but they were saying they do some nice, like tenderloin beef and things like that.
Oh, well, you have to report back.
Yeah, like I love those kind of sizzling dishes that you get. So I'm sure they'll have something for me. So that's on my to-do list.
Okay, good. All right. Well, thank you, Jack. Right. Thank you, everyone, both with us live and watching by replay. We hope to see everyone next week for our first ever lesson on Landy. Yep, that should be a fun one.
Great, Bashir. Thank you for hosting as always. I'll look forward to that. Yes, I'll better get busy working on those slides. Now I promised them Landy. I better get it all done.
That's right.
Yeah. And Jack's mum is the proofreader.
Yeah, she always does a good job. But if there's a typo, we'll forgive Jack.
Yes.
It's an understanding group, of course.
Oh, yes. No, they're very understanding. Lovely, Bashir. Well, on that note, I'll say goodbye.
Very good. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jack.
Bye, Jack's mum.